gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. Let's see if this works. Only, I've been trying for about 10 minutes to get on social media. Let's be legit. It's annoying. Technology is annoying. Maybe. Anyway, let's see here if it went live. I can't really tell until I see. And I can't hear until I listen. So, sure. Oh, I hear me. I see me. Let's see if this... Okay. I see here on that screen. And then let me do this. I have to step off for a second and hit this. Awesome. I see you guys. Let's see. I have a joining us. Hey. Hi there, Tiffany. Hi, Denise. All right. Hi, Kathleen from Kentucky. Nice to see you, my sister. All of you sweet, crafty sisters make me so happy. Hi, Kathy. Hi. Faces popping off. Let's see. Oh, yes. Tracy's so sweet. Let's make sure to give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up. Can you share the video? Let's see if she works. I see y'all are joining. Technology sucks. I go to the AT&T store inside of Best Buy tomorrow because according to AT&T, I might be getting a new phone. Awesome, right? Which hopefully will work. It's apparently under the warranty. And then, good evening. Finally got live instead of a replay. I'm so happy, Kathy. So let's just really hope that this works and we don't span out too much. Apparently, according to AT&T and iPhone and possibly Frontier, basically the iPhone is not holding a hold it and lets it go. It holds it and lets it go. So who knows if it's going to work, y'all. It's a little glitchy, so it's just kind of frustrating. But I love how patient and supportive and loving you guys are. Are you on my email list? I want to know. Make sure you are. You can private message me on Facebook, or you can always email me, jamie@gettingcrafty.net. I want to make sure that you get my emails. I did have, if you haven't seen a video where we did 20 cards in about 35 minutes, really pretty cards. And if you guys comment on that, I'm glad to send you a card. So make sure that you guys take a second to go see that video, comment, heart. Can you share those videos? Those are all free ways that you can help me. My son is so funny because he's definitely his mother's child. He researches things a lot, but he also jumps into things, which is kind of funny. Anyway, so he was watching my live a little bit last week, and he was very complimentary. But I think it's because he does a lot of really fun stuff. He's going to be having his own Facebook channel, or Instagram and Facebook, to do some fun stuff that he enjoys as a hobby. So it's called Sal Cells. He will have it out there, and I'll let you guys, when it's up, I'll actually post it if you're interested in seeing his channel. It's goofy, it's fun, it's what an 18-year-old boy should be. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about a really fun stack of cards we can create, and I thought it together. We have scraps, which, if you guys remember, we did scraps just recently as well. Third time it's makes me so sad. So I'm gonna say this right now, one more time it buffers. What I'll do is I will end up making a video tomorrow and posting it. I have homeschool orientation for one of my daughters, and of course the AT&T store. But I am really excited. So this is a project where that last project was just strips, right? This here is kind of fun because you can make it a genuine quilt look. If you are somebody, have you ever done iris folding? Comment if you've ever done iris folding. That is a really interesting technique that if you know it, you kind of understand a little bit about making, or if you quilt, do either one of those? Do you ever quilted or done an iris fold style card? This might really speak to you. If not, I will be legit with you. I don't think I have the patience to be a quilter quite yet. That's one of those things where I think when my kids are all grown, I might look at it as an adventure, but maybe not. I might end up just getting into my writing the way I love to do writing. So anyway, hi. So we're going to start with white piece of regular white basic cardstock. So this is our basic white cardstock. I love it. We have 2 cardstocks. If you don't know it already, you've never done either, Kath? I want to hook you up. One. Okay. And right now, you get to pick. Are you ready for that? I'm going to give you a little control. You can choose one of two papers. You can choose the scraps that we did recently, or the projects we did recently using the Textured Chic Designer Series paper. Or you can choose what we used recently, which is the free, gorgeous, fallish color Rings of Love Designer Series paper. This is free right now. Can you comment and let me know which one of the ones do you want? Do you want the Rings of Love or Texture Chic? Can you message me right now? Not message, but comment. Which 2 speaks to what you want to create with today? Can you do that for me? Because before I cut the white, that actually might, I wouldn't under the texture. Okay, Texture Chic, Kathleen says. Rings of Love, Tiffany says. Rings of Love, Rings of Love. Anybody else have a vote? I mean, they're both really pretty. Rings of Love. Okay, we have quite a few Rings of Love commenting up here. Kathleen, you know me. This screams me. I love it so much. It's so elegant. But I have no objection. Oh, Marlene popped in too with a Textured Chic. You girls are outnumbered, sadly, by the Textured Chic. But that's okay. They're great. So that one I can actually use the white on. And I want to show you this really fun. We're going to walk through, and I want you guys to comment right now. Do you want to make 4 or do you want to make 6 cards? 4 or 6? Go ahead and comment. My hair is going wacky. That's post-taekwondo hair, y'all. Post-gardening, post-taekwondo. And I hear better, which is so funny. You aren't here to tell me anything, but I can totally read your words. But it seems like it fits better when I have my hair put up and I can hear better. So 4 or 6. Can you comment and let me know what you, okay, Marlene's all over that. She's like first. And Mary commented too. I see you, Mary. I see 6 and 4. Come on, y'all. Tell me what you want to do. I have 4 and 6. I'm going to take a sip of my water. Kathleen says either. I love my cup, you guys. Look at all the colors. Isn't that so pretty? 4, 4, 4. 4 wins today. Okay, so Kathleen's either. With all the other 4s, we're going to go forward with 4. Might be easier that way. Okay, so let's turn around and let's create. I was so proud of myself. I've been cleaning in here quite a bit. Okay, this is your card base. You need a card base. So what you're going to do with this project is, oh, it buffered, but it was quick. This whole thing annoys me. Not you guys, it It annoys me. We're going to make 4 card bases. So we have, these will be 2. And you need a liquid adhesive, okay? So this is one of those things, if you have like scrap papers left over, you can fill it in. But this, we're going to do it kind of unique. 4 by 5 1/4. This year, it's our first time gardening here in Indiana. I saw it glitch. Ugh, I hate that it glitches for you guys, but I'm seeing it's popping up. It went back. There you go. Do not know. Can we all just say a prayer that tomorrow's I get a new iPhone and it actually does not have this problem? Please, Lord, because this is one of those things where if we finally figured it out, it will be amazing. There you go. I am thousands. Hello, Kim. I am thousands in the hole with our tech systems. I'm like, really could use a break here. I have paid for every booster router thingy that you can possibly find. I do not like technology. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kathy. Let me see here. The glitches, that's true, Kathy. And I've been watching that. I don't want it to be annoying. I think it was annoying a couple of days ago. And I never want that to be the case. So, okay. So we're going to look here. You guys can do a couple different things. Oh. Okay. So you can use scraps or you can grab an assortment of what you love. This here, these papers are gorgeous, right? But I don't want necessarily the poinsettia for this. I love the tree. Do I want this spring-ish plant? Yes, I do. So we're going to comment right now. You guys comment. Do you want 3 or 5? No, we have to do 4. Never mind. We're going to do 4. And I love the mushrooms. This is free with a minimum order right now through Stampin' Up! For a celebration. And I have to tell you, it makes me so happy. I am easy to please. You guys need it all. Call my husband and let him know that. He and my son are convinced that's not the case. Let me see here. Hi, Estelle. So we're going to go to 4, you guys, with all 4 pieces. I need them to be, I'm going to bump you, sorry. They need to be like lined up firmly. This is where you guys get to be firm with your projects. If you guys are just joining, make sure you like and share. So we're going to go to 4 by 5 1/4. So did you guys know there's like rulers going throughout, like through here? What I'm going to do is go 5 1/4 instead. Because I may not want to, I'm being fuss budgety. Now, I put what I'm not going to use right away back into the sleeve. I have a tendency, if I don't, things get askew, and it drives me crazy. There you go. And I even plugged my earbuds in, you guys, just so that we would have better sound today, and I totally spaced. So we're going to 4. So the total of this will be 4 by 5 1/4, right? And I already showed you 2 weeks ago a great technique to do with this when you want to use up those other scraps, right? But look how gorgeous this is. Now, fair warning. Are you guys ready? This is your big warning on this part of the project. Is you need to decide what you want next to each other. Does that make sense? What next to each other? And there's a reason for that. Like, it's really important. But I want to also get a dauber because we're going to doll this up. No, we won't. We won't. We could. If you guys saw my recent video, you can see what you can do with a dauber. Okay. But I want to. But it'll take us forever to do 4 cards. And I love you guys, but not forever worth. Hit angry button. That's okay, Linda. I have faith that hopefully I didn't make you angry. Okay, so you can do this a couple different ways. You can constantly keep this going. Like you could have straight lines, you can have diagonal, you can have a lot in this project. You can go crisscrossy. Now, if you were to go crisscrossy, you might end up looking like this. Are you ready? This is where you kind of play with the patterns. This may be your happy spot. You may be super creative and like the mixture of the patterns. But I think with this one, we're just gonna go a little kind of not simple, but simple and clean. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and we have lines that measure on both sides of the scale. Do you guys see that? There's like measurements right there. And we're gonna take it to the 1 inch mark right here. I'm gonna set this aside for a second because you guys lay out your 4 pieces. Are you gonna do this with me? Who's up to doing this with me? Or are you gonna watch and create and then post in my Getting Crafty Stampers group for a chance to win something pretty? There we go. We have our grid. We're on the grid. There you go. Okay, I don't think that's a line from a movie. I think it's just me being goofy. Fair warning. I was telling my Getting Crafty family that I am on just a few hours of sleep, so I'm a little loopy for you guys today. Okay, pick this up, grab your corners, and one. This is where you watch and do later. Okay, Linda. Thank you. I'm watching and create with the replay. Smart, Kathy. So I'm going to do this, you guys. I'm just going to go in. Oh, it buffered again. Buffer. Okay, it's going to go to the corner. And I'm standing and leaning. So my sound may sound a little different. I'm a little boogery too. Like allergy-ish. Not, that sounded weird. That's a mom statement. Are you boogery? Are you mocoso? That's Spanish. Sorry, I don't even think about it, you guys. Mocoso means mocos in Spanish is boogers. And I can't think of what it is in Italian, but I knew it. I've done it in a couple languages. I know a couple different languages, not 100%. I used to be fluent in Spanish. This is worth doing. Now, once we're done, you guys will have 4 done cards. Like, okay, less of this multi-purpose liquid adhesive than you think. And don't take it to the far edge, right? Kind of realize that you're going to get your finger schmutzies. There we go. Now, I'm going to make this kind of like based really easy here. If you want, this is where you would do twisting and stuff, but we're not going to today. We are going to go up and go a 1/2 inch strip. Because I have measurements here, I can really tell where I'm going. And this will create the appearance of being more, like more paper. Now, this is where, oofy, gotta fix that when we're done. Here, we start mixing patterns, right? It's going to go here. I want contrast, right? That's why people stop me all the time to tell me they love my lipstick. It's funny to me. I'm like, okay. I'm really self-conscious, so I have to like, and I put it on once and I don't think about what I'm wearing or what I'm doing. So anyway, and the reason that a lot of people like my bold lip is because it's such a contrast to the pale skin that I have, right? And so we're just gonna put it in. Less is more with this adhesive, you guys. Do not have to go crazy. What do you think so far? Are you liking it? Do you want me to mix it up? Are you okay with us just going a little symmetrical here? There we go. This is a really, you could actually embrace the 4 seasons doing this. Like this paper has that kind of flexibility to it that you can really embrace the seasons. And that's what I feel like this vibe is. Like it's the This paper is vibrant. It embraces the beauty of the seasons and life and home. When I think of family, I think of home. Am I the only one? Like, I was just reading this book, which is a reason I was staying up last night too. Shh, don't tell my husband. But I was reading the end of my book. And so, do you like it, Melanie? Oh, Marlene likes it. Let's see here. Thank you, honey. Anyway, so I'm going to go to 1 inch on this one. I'm going to alternate, you guys. This is where you want to make sure your paper is pretty well lined up. And we want to start playing with where this is going, right? We want it to be different. Anyway, so in this story, they were talking, all of these men who were struggling fiscally, when they got married, they got a house. And so it was interesting because like it kind of tied into me, my feel for, see, I don't want it that there. I feel that family and home kind of lines up for me, right? Like, it's so funny. Am I the only one? Do you like this, Denise? I'm so glad. Do you like this? It's a great way. You're finding this very interesting. I'm glad. My enjoyment of our papers, this is one of those things that you can really highlight. If you have a favorite pack of designer series paper, I can know Kathleen's probably thinking in her head that she wishes she did the texture chic. So did Mary. Marlene, you said that as well. You can see how easily this would translate with the textured chic designer series paper. It translates with all of it. So if you are a person who loves fall, fall in California is not super impressive, right? Like fall out here, whoo, all the colors, right? And so, and you appreciate seasons in the Midwest, which was just different from the way we appreciate the season. One thing to be fair warning of, somebody will probably try this and then get frustrated and not know why. Once you have a pattern going in a direction, you can't twist the paper anymore. It's always going to be those 4 patterns alternating. Even though the paper is full-sided, you can't mix it up anymore. Like it's going in the right direction. It's a puzzle. And you guys probably know I'm not a fan of puzzles for myself. They stress me out. So if you're going to catch this, today talking, I have to say, AT&T has stepped up their game. Their customers have been wonderful. It was funny because I've reached everybody and they're from America, which may not sound like much to you, but really it makes it easier to translate your concerns, especially when it's tech oriented. Oof. Girl, let me just tell you, tech makes me want to run away. Tech, New England is, I've never been to New England. Are you going to try this, Tiffany? Kathleen, like, I can't wait to experience the East Coast now that we're here. So I'm going to go a 1/2 inch right there. And ooh, crackers. Now you can make this a lot. I'm going to go to 1 inch, you guys. There's that 1/2 inch mark right there, and maybe I'll do a 1/2 inch at the bottom, but I'm going to keep going. This will make it just go quicker. You get more texture and pattern, but that might be too distracting for you. Sometimes mixed pattern is exhausting to people mentally, like, and if you're having one of those mental days, which I kind of am, anytime I have to deal with tech, it like stresses, right? Oh, y'all, I love the mushrooms. So we're on number 4, so we're probably going to alternate back to the corner that it started with, right? 2, 3, 4, and you're going to get more of a peak that way. Now you don't have to. You can alternate to one of the other patterns. Nobody's going to boss you around. As I like to tell you, you grew up there, did you, Kathleen? What's your favorite area of New England? What would you do? So there's so much history on this side of the country, which I have to laugh because one of my very good friends here, Janine, she is in my old stomping grounds of California, which really, it kind of hurts because it's nice. I can live through here and I can tell where to go, but there is things I miss about California. I miss like my home. Like that's where you grew up, right? So it's part of who you are. I get to see a little bit of that when my friends that are still in California post. Like my friend Teresa was just at the county fair and it was really fun to see. Anyway, my friend Janine's on her way and she's never been to California and she's staying in Santa Barbara, which is the middle point of where I split my time in California. And so I was giving her like the things to do, right? And there is a lot of history. So you guys if you don't have it, if you're not from the West Coast, missions, you just don't know how cool missions are until you walked into them. And one of the coolest one is in Lompoc, California. And it is called La Purísima Mission. And it was actually taken down. There was a massive earthquake in the 1900s and the mission collapsed. But they had the original dirt and the original plans. So what they did to keep men employed during the Depression was they employed men to make bricks and rebuild the La Purísima Mission. Do you love the colors, Kathleen? Anywhere close to the water, but New Hampshire is up in the mountains is so unbelievable. Hello from Texas, 102, but it feels like 100. Oh, Lynn. No, thank you. And so if you guys don't, and so it used to be when I grew up until my son, that was one of the first years they switched it, which really made me very sad for the state of California. So many reasons. But it used to be that you had to do a mission project and you would build a 3D mission in your 4th grade year as you appreciate that was part of your state. And then they changed it and you can do any landmark in California. So then people were doing things like the Dodger Stadium. Bleh. It's just not fundamental to who our state was, right? So I want to make sure just touching them that all of them are attached. I can't wait for the colors, Kathleen. Last year, this fall, it was shorter lived, according to my cousin Diana. She pointed out that the freeze came, and when the freeze came, it knocked all of the trees, the leaves off of the trees out here last year. It's too quick. She's like, you did not get to embrace the beauty of the season. I was like, oh, okay. I'm following the pattern, so I see that my mushrooms are here. My trees are here. What do you guys think so far? Do you like this? I think it screams like that really cool seasonal vibe. And because we're doing the 1-inch strips, you get a little bit more of each pattern. That 1/2-inch strip was just a little tight there, in my opinion. You don't get to embrace as much of the pattern. Lynn, I'm sorry that you have to live in such sweltering heat. My son was born, my son and one of my older daughters was my 16-year-old. They were born in the desert in California in this place called, by Lancaster, called Quartz Hill. And it got to like 120 during the summer. And I was like, oh, yeah, no. I do not miss that. There you go. There. But I have to tell you something kind of neat. Grow up in those really heat against people who are not used to that extreme heat. They have a foothold up. Like they can really kick somebody's tuchus because they've worked extra hard in the heat and they know what that's like to do it under thingy. So maybe that's like your life. Maybe your life is a little bit of you had to perform under some heat and pressure. But think about how much stronger you are for that. That's my random thoughts of wisdom for the day. If I looked in the mirror, hopefully I would be able to tell that to myself. Do you guys know what I mean, jelly beans? It is too hot to to go outside. I bet. One of my besties, Tracy, she used to live in Arizona and she ran Ironman and she was actually a representative for a clothing line, for Kate Spade's clothing line, Fabletics. And so she would get up at 4 in the morning to go do her running. And it was still 99 degrees out. And I was on that for imagine. You can actually. You're kind of living it, aren't you, Lynn? And my husband and son, they've really embraced, I think it's funny because really it can get hot here, but it's not miserable at all. People talk about like it is, like, oh, and I was like, it's so pretty. Like, why do people complain about the weather? But you know what I realized? People just like to complain. They do. In case you didn't know it. I know you guys aren't that way. I can tell. That's too funny, Lynn. Okay, so here, remember how we had a 1/2 inch strip there? We can totally do another 1/2 inch strip here and the corner, or we can just put the corners down. Can you guys tell me as is or 1/2 inch? You tell me. As is or 1/2 inch. You can just write 1/2. I'm gonna take a sippy of my water while you guys are doing that. I don't see anybody commenting yet. Okay, 1/2. Marlene's all over it, girl. Appreciate you. Kathleen says 1/2 as well. Well, you know what? We're going to do 1/2 then because y'all deserve it. Just in case you didn't get your vote heard at one point, you get it now. Now, if you didn't notice, while I'm holding it, I hold my piece. We could say that on so many things that I do not. Did you? That's cool, Tiffany. Okay, so here you can do a couple different things. You can grab the piece that was the 1/2 inch and you can use that, right? And so it kind of has the same, oh, but it's too close to the one that's already there. So no, you cannot. You could. I'm not the boss of you. I wouldn't. So here. I want to make sure I'm kind of biting it, y'all. Ooh, I really love this. I would love to see what you're doing, Tiffany. I would love to see what you created. Fran's cutting it. I love it. You keep cutting it, sister. And because these packs are designed to coordinate, you guys, you can't go wrong. The colors are designed to be companionable colors. So it's kind of like if you had this is one thing people say, oh, you have your favorite color besides black. In your wardrobe, what is your most favorite color? What's funny is I do not look super great in Marge. Hi, Marge. And Pam. Hi, Pammy. I don't look good in white, but I own a ton of it because when I was young and poor, I always thought if you could wear white, that was like a rich person's thing to do. It's silly, but it's true and it sticks. So I own a lot of white. It's not favorable to my skin tone. Not enough contrast. Remember we talked about contrast earlier? So instead, I'm supposed to wear, of all colors, this buttery yellow is what I'm supposed to wear with my skin tone. And when I wear it, I get stopped on the street by strangers. Hi, honey bunny. And they're like, you just look so pretty. Your skin looks so pretty. And it's like, oh, thanks. It's that stinking yellow. I had my colors done years ago. And if you guys have never had your colors done, it's a fun way to really see what will make you look best. It's so good to see you, Marge and Pam. You had scrap paper that you're using, Tiffany? Oh, I would love it. Yeah, post it. I want to see. Then this is our end cap of it all, you guys. So you can do a couple things. You can embrace the wood and frame out your piece. You can embrace a different one. I'm not the boss of you. I'm going to go with the matchy right here. This would be a great quilt because this reminds me of the seasons, like an interchanging seasonal vibe. And then what you can do, just post it in our Getting Crafty Stampers Facebook group, Tiffany. It would be really great. I thought we had admitted you, didn't we? My admins and I try to catch that. Okay. Now, a couple things. You guys could take and take this up another step. So, hi, Lottie. The way to take it up a fun step would be to crackers, emboss it with our cut and emboss machine and a textured embossing folder. So that would give you that quilted feel. And because you did it with our multi-purpose liquid adhesive, it's kind of flexible. Don't use too much as your rule of thumb on that. And I feel nasally when I'm hearing myself. Hopefully I'm not like obnoxious to you guys today. There you go. And we're our last piece. And designer series paper is relatively thin, so it can go through an embossing folder right here and right now and really come together pretty. But mine's kind of buried. I was putting stuff away, but apparently not this one little cart that I have here. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys, 4 really pretty cards. Done is fantastic. Right, Lynn? It helps so much with not making clothing, jewelry mistakes, decor, everything. Did you guys realize that that's a great point, Lynn? When you have your colors done, you should actually decorate that's favorable in your house to something that matches your color. Ina! Oh, my Ina. You guys, I have to tell you, I am partial. Ina's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. All of you guys, I love you dearly. Oh, Anita's here too. I had your colors done. She said I was fall, but then she said I had me in burgundy and black suit, and I decided I was winter, jewel tones. Yes, that's the other thing, Anita. They could pick your colors and stuff, but then you're supposed to put on those clothes and reassess. Kind of interesting, right? These are fabulous cards, you guys. I love them. I'm glad you do too. I'm going to actually take this and put it through an embossing folder and send it out. So do me a favor. If you are on this live right now, give me a like, give me a share, and even if you've done it before, if you want me to make one of these cards and send it to you this week, all you have to do, are you ready? All you have to do is email me, Jamie at gettingcrafty.net. That's Jamie, Jamie, at gettingcrafty.net. It's very simple. Email me your information, and I'm going to pop these in the mail this week. I am on this blessing campaign. It's really helping me to get caught up and send these out to you. Trip to the Northeast sometimes. Yes! Even upstate New York, Western New York is beautiful. My cousins live in upstate New York, and I cannot wait to go. And if you're coming this way, I'm not at all to this side of the coast, there's no way you're not coming by with Stuzy and visiting me. I'm just saying. You're some of my favorite people. They're like family, y'all. Would you like one, Lynn? I want to send it to you guys. We are, if you guys don't know, doing a Basing Blessing campaign. And Anita, for life of me, I can't remember from spring or summer. I have a case that she gave me. It's kind of funny. I was taking a job in an office, and I'd always worked retail. And this one neighbor of mine, she had, I'll tell you a little story. Sit at the knee of Jamie and hear it. I was so poor. So poor, I didn't know what to do. I was working 2 jobs and killing it, and I was a competitive kickboxer. So I actually worked at the gym and competed for 3 hours a day, and ran biked 15 miles a day and do all that. Anyway, I was getting a job in a office, and which is funny because it's actually the office I ended up meeting my husband at for a lingerie design and manufacturing company that was in California. We did a lot of design for Victoria's Secret, Fredericks of Hollywood, which is no longer around, amazing line, etc. We did it, and he had his own line. Anyway, my neighbor, I was going to go shopping, and she had the craziest apartment below me, and she had like 20 birds, and she had rods around her house, and they flew around. It was so scary to me. I don't know why, but it stressed me out, and I would almost want to vomit, but she needed company. So I would be out running around, and I would have 15, 20 minutes, and I'd spend it with her, and between jobs or whatever. And I said, I've got a job with an office, but I don't know how to buy a suit. Like, what do I wear? And she's like, women don't really wear suits in an office. She goes, I know that you wear a lot of black. And I said, I do. I love black. I'm even wearing black now. And she said, you shouldn't be wearing black. She said, you need to wear, and I'm either a spring or a summer, I believe, but I can wear golds and silvers. I can wear a very unique combination, usually dual tones, that contrast, right? Anyway, I can't remember her name, which makes me so sad. She lived in that apartment forever, and it was in Van Nuys, and she had me come into her house. Those birds, the creepy birds, it scared me. I love birds in nature, but she did my colors and then gifted me this box with all these samples, and that was her business back in the day, and so she had that made for me. So that's how I had my colors done back in the day. But she did teach me how to dress, how to accessorize, and how to decorate. She said that I had a lot of black furniture accents, and she was like, get rid of it, put on some really pretty, jewel tones, and it changed my environment. So I am a better woman than Jamie. Oh, right? Ina, it was horrible. Bless their hearts. I love it if you like a good bird for a pet, but can't do it. I don't know what it is. It freaks me out. Ina, thank you, because I often sat on her porch because I'd go in and the birds would be dive bombing. Anyway, and I was in a pretty crazy season. All you have to do right now, you guys, is email me, jamie@gettingcrafty.net. This is going to be backwards probably. You should be able to see it on the comment below. And I will pop you guys off a card. Just send me your address. And I'm glad to send you a card this week to cheer you up. And then you're also part of something bigger than yourself. You're part of the campaign, and I want you to be part of the joy. So you're part of my joy just being here today, and I appreciate you. If you haven't already, give me a heart, give me a like, not the loser kind, but the heart like. And you can even hit share, even on YouTube and on Facebook. All you have to do is share. And you can share it to your Facebook. You can share it to anything. Those little actions are priceless to me, and it helps me in what I do on social media. So, yeah, no, it was a full-size birdcage in her apartment. It's just like that, I know. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh, you guys, sorry. Silly, but true. I appreciate you. I hope to have this on my blog for you guys tomorrow. I'd love to see what you guys create. All you have to do is look for our Facebook group, Getting Crafty Stampers. Getting Crafty Stampers. And it has a yellow glitter top for gold. It's actually gold glitter top. But I appreciate you. It is 8:19, and I have enjoyed making these 4 pretty cards with you. I'm going to end up framing them and putting them on the front and getting them out to you guys. I will emboss them before I send them, so I'm curious what you think when you receive it. Please just let me know when you do. I'd love to hear all about it. So I appreciate you. God bless. Have a great day. The buffering wasn't bad today, but hopefully we will be getting a